All the talk about DC's Justice League movie, or lack thereof, many have speculated if Ryan Reynolds would return as Green Lantern either in Justice League or another Green Lantern standalone movie. Well, apparently, Reynolds isn't all that interested in returning to the character, saying this: "I saw how difficult it is to make that concept palatable," he explains, "and how confused it all can be when you don't really know exactly where you're going with it, or you don't really know how to access that world properly. That world comic book fans have been accessing for decades and falling in love with. So at this point, I have very little interest in joining that kind of world." Reynolds did go on to say that if someone like Joss Whedon or Chris Nolan or someone else using their styles wanted to do a Green Lantern film, he may become interested again. Amy Rose, buy or sell no more Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern?
I'm going to sell this. While I didn't think Ryan Reynolds is dark enough to be Deadpool, I thought he did a decent Hal Jordan. It was just the script and director that were awful. But it's really hard to shine in, again, a bad film. So I think he's a decent Hal Jordan, and he obviously has the respect for the comic book folklore, as we just heard. And to point out Chris Nolan or someone like Joss or someone would do it right, he obviously knows what he's talking about. That's my boy.
Yeah, I also got to sell this. I think, look, I've said this before, the problems with Green Lantern had nothing to do with Ryan Reynolds. I thought he played the role well. I think he natural charisma. And look, for any of you out there who are clueless enough to think Ryan Reynolds can't act, you clearly either didn't see Buried, which I think he was absolutely robbed of an Academy Award nomination for, and maybe you also didn't see Definitely Maybe, which I think he showed a lot of comedic and dramatic chops. And look, and I'll disagree with you, Amiros. I actually think he would be a great Deadpool.
Yeah.
I think we saw in the first part of Wolverine when he was still, before he got disfigured, he's got that humor, that quick wit. He can do that part of Wilson very, very well. But then you see a movie like Hannibal or like Blade 3, terrible movie Blade 3, where he's playing Hannibal King, and he can pull off all the badass stuff at the same time. I think he can bring those things to it. I think he's great. I think it's really unfortunate that he won't come back for Green Lantern, and he won't. He's leaving the door open a little bit, but he won't. And so for that reason, I sell it.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.